Williams and Norton Insurance Company, Sustaining Customer Engagement, Case Study Group, Keisha Bryant, Stephen Harris, Kitty McCoy, Michelle Osborne, and Rose Rickroad. Our introduction. The executive case summary. William and Norton Insurance has an established history of exceptional performance influenced by enhancements in customer value proposition. The company has made many innovative improvements to keep their customer base satisfied. Leadership implemented the Focus 2015 initiative as a strategic tool to continue the momentum of customer engagement. However, the head of retail distribution learns of a decline in customer engagement activity, prompting swift evaluation to investigate the reason for the decline. A review of the leadership and management pinpoints resistance from customer relations consultants despite an in-depth communication of the need for the strategic implementation of Focus 15.
Okay. The introduction. Williams and Norton Insurance is an international insurance company and manages a diverse range of insurance products and services in South Africa, East and West Africa. The company had accomplished tremendous growth over 50 years since its inception and currently employs 4,305 people in South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, and Ghana. Kane was hired as the customer relationship manager in the Johannesburg office due to her outstanding interpersonal and business skill set. The retail distribution department at Williams and Norton remains successful under Kane's leadership by focusing on the provision of great service to their customers. Sherry Kane, who was head of retail distribution at Williams and Norton Insurance, returned home from South Africa and was anxious to share her experience with her leadership team, who was overseeing the implementation of a new change initiative called Focus 2015. The vision of Focus 2015 was mainly increasing proactive and meaningful engagement with existing customers. The first 3 months of 2015-2016 financial year yielded incredibly positive performance data in terms of customer engagement. Kane received an email from John Mazabuko stating that the customer engagement activity levels are down 40% and a meeting was needed to strategize a way forward.
So when we considered the actual case, facts of the case, a summary of the case, we decided to do a SWOT analysis in order to identify the factors that influence the resistance to this change initiative for Focus 15. Also looking at reasons of evaluating our leadership or the leadership at this organization, and just assessing the sustainability of Focus 15 initiative. And so doing the SWOT analysis, we identified several strengths. One, that the leadership prepared employees for change, provided opportunities to process the change, enrollment of the customer relation consultants, so they felt everyone was actually on board. They were able to enroll everyone into the initiative. The leadership leading the charge was a strength, as well as effective communication, as well as commitment. Opportunities for growth when we're looking at the analysis, and I'll talk about the weaknesses momentarily, was that it was an opportunity to roll out and implement this Focus 2015. It was an opportunity to assess the data that was collected, as well as identify and address the organization's culture and traditions. But with the strengths and the opportunities, there are weaknesses as well as threats. So part of the weaknesses, it looked from the case facts, was that the customer relation consultants' inability to manage daily customer requests, and they were proactive in engagement with existing customers at the same time. There was a shifting the behavior of the customer relation consultant from their traditional ways of doing things, and possibly not understanding the needs of an organization overall. And so with that, there's opportunities for threat, losing employees, not addressing the needs of the organization, as well as the potential to lose customers as well as revenue. So considering the analysis, we'll talk a little bit more about our central issues of the case.
All right, so our critical key issues, we felt that the opposition to the New Change Initiative, Focus 2015, was the key issue. You had the capacity of customer relationship consultants to manage, which was an issue, and also the customer relationship consultants stated that they did not have time. And the example of that was the retail division logged more than 100 customer complaints within 24 hours. So, so you can tell that they felt a little overwhelmed. The secondary issue was the leadership's approach during the Focus of 2015. Customer relationship consultants were allowed to develop their own personalized strategy, is what the case study stated. And also the customer relationship consultants were allowed to monitor their own success. So there seems to be some type of lack of oversight there. Now, the potential risk, as Kitty had mentioned, you have the risk of losing clients. And we know that with the significant dissatisfaction due to the lack of engagement and insufficient clarity around that customer value proposition, the increase in the monthly service fees that some of the clients did not agree with. And then overall, we know that a loss of clients means a loss in revenue.
There are some case assumptions that we are going to be making here. One is that the organization is assumed to be safe to increase the fees based on the previous customer engagement activity levels. The leadership believed that all customer relations consultants would be compared on board with the Focus 2015 initiative. Leadership believed consultants were competent in to the highest level of progress to monitor the progress of their needs, and that they would receive unnecessary support for this. And leadership does not see the need for checks and balances.
Well, here are some of our recommendations. When we look at possible solutions for the case, for the critical issues of the case, the opposition to the New Change Initiative, as well as the leadership approach during the Focus 2015 initiative also was our central issues, but possible solutions for each. With the opposition to the Change Initiative, we could establish a leadership training program for the customer relations consultants. Certainly, we want to see the resistance could possibly come out of the fact that it could be a matter of competency versus commitment. As it relates to the leadership's approach, just a really good overview of the organization's mission and vision. So these are some possible solutions, but as we continue to look a little further, we established that our preferred solution to the case is really to create some type of animated system dashboard that will monitor and lead change when dealing with customer feedback, as well as the progress of the customer relation. And part of that could just be out of establishing that incentive program amongst and for customer relation consultants, as well as establish a leadership training and development program. And this program will be designed to create proficient dashboard users where they can kind of progress monitor their usage and their level of engagement, as well as to just overall to produce some efficient customer engagement and certainly want to continue to establish the revenue of the organization.
So our consultant team have a few recommendations. The first one would be to do a best practices review with unsuccessful customer relations consultants with the consultants who are meeting the targeted expectations within Williams and Norton. The next thing that we recommend is for there to be a universal company strategy utilized by all customer relations consultants. And lastly, we feel that it would be in the best interest of the company to hire or designate administrative assistants or help desk to respond to the customer complaints. And again, we are doing a case study of Williams and Norton Insurance, sustaining customer engagement. Our consultant team, Keisha Bryant, Stephen Harris, Kitty McCoy, Michelle Osborne, Bourne, and Rose Rick Road. Thank you.